Jimmy Buffett was a songwriter and recording artist. He had a lot of famous songs. Margaritaville, probably the most famous, back in the 70s, 80s, long time ago. But I remember them well. Anyway, he passed away last year and left an estate that's estimated to be worth about $275 million to his wife, Jane Buffett, for her benefit, $275 million to her in a trust. He left it in a trust, so he did not leave it to her outright. It's in an irrevocable trust now. And Jane and another gentleman named Richard Mosenter were named as co-trustees of this trust for Jane's benefit. And they are not getting along. What a surprise. So what happened last week, why we're talking about it today, what happened is Richard Mosenter filed a lawsuit against Jane in Florida. Presumably that's where Jane lives, alleging that, she has been difficult. She's stood in the way of getting things done. She's made it impossible for the trustee, meaning the two of them together, to do their job. She's been uncooperative and asking that she be removed as a co-trustee. And also, Jane Buffett filed a lawsuit in California, presumably because that's where Richard Mosenter is located, basically asking for the same thing, asking that he be removed as her co-trustee. She made some slightly different allegations, but hers were more along the lines of, he's not sharing information with me. I still don't know what the financials are. And also, she has made some claims that the assets are not productive enough. In other words, he's not giving her enough money out of this trust. I read that she had been told that her annual income from this trust was going to be about $2 million, which, I could pretty easily live off $2 million a year. And I suspect most of my listeners also could. But two things. She's been a very wealthy woman for a lot of years, and maybe $2 million isn't enough to cover her lifestyle, the lifestyle to which she's become accustomed, the lifestyle that I'm sure her husband would want her to continue to have. And the other thing is, when you think about $275 million, and that's all the income they can produce is $2 million a year, there's something not quite right there. But anyway, those kinds of complaints about there's not enough income, that's really Jane as a beneficiary complaining. The stuff where she's saying he's not sharing information with me, we aren't getting along, it's difficult, things aren't happening, that is a co-trustee complaint. So I think there's a couple of things going on with Jane's complaint. But the bottom line is, and here's the lesson, this is why we're here today talking about them, co-trustees can be a very bad idea.
Thank you for joining us today for another episode of Absolute Trust Talk Live. If you enjoyed listening in, then don't forget to subscribe. You can find us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you may listen by searching Absolute Trust Talk. While you're there, we would also love for you to leave us a review. And then why not share your favorite episodes with family, friends, or colleagues too? You can find all of our shows and corresponding show notes by visiting absolutetrustcounsel.com. You'll also find a variety of other free resources, including our ebooks, videos, blogs, presentations, and more. If you need help with your estate planning or administration, we also offer a free discovery call to help get the process started. You can find more information on booking your session by visiting absolutetrustcounsel.com/scheduling. Don't forget to keep an eye out for our next live episode. If you join us for the broadcast, you can submit questions during the show. But if not, don't worry. You can always get in touch with us by sending a quick message to info@absolutetrustcounsel.com. Thanks again for listening. We'll see you soon.